Hey, what's up? I'm Chris, founder of the Sennheiser Academy and one half of the EDM duo Culture Code. And today I'm going to show you how to use vocoders. Now we're going to use my 3 favorite plugins for vocoding that I use in pretty much every song. That's Manipulator, VocalSynth 2, and Morph. Unfortunately, these aren't free plugins, but I've found them to be the best that I've used. Manipulator is about $149. VocalSynth 2 is about $235, but you can do a rent to buy scheme on Splice for $9.99 a month, which is what I did. And my personal favorite is Morph, which is about $169, but that's for the new one. I'm using Morph 2. It's $169 for Morph 3, which is actually really good. It's such a powerful tool for blending vocals and synths, but we'll get into that. Now, if you're a member of the Academy, you can download this project file and follow along with the video, which I fully recommend because you can get to see how the different layers interact with each other and create the whole sound. With the project open, you can solo these layers, take them out, mute them, see which layers are really making the sound, like have width, have that low body, you know, which is very powerful for learning sound selection. So click the link in the description to download the project right now. Right, let's dive in. Okay, so here I've got the After All vocal with the After All instrumental, but I've removed all the vocoders that were used in the original song. So we're gonna recreate those together. Now, the first thing you wanna do is you wanna find out the chord progression. I tend to go over Serum for this and just I'll just put it as a blank Serum and we'll do it again. Turn up the unison, turn down the detune a little bit. That's good enough to get us going with some chords. Now I know that this starts on a G sharp. I'll put that in. Yep, E, then it'll be B, and half step down. Go up 7. Except for this one, it's an inversion, so we don't go up 7, we'll leave it there. All right, then add in the thirds. So by thirds, I don't mean just go up 3. This is for anyone that doesn't understand music theory as well. It means add in the third in the chords, whether it be the major or the minor. You got 3 semitones for a minor or 4 for a major. So for this, we'll go 1, 2, 3 for the first one. I'm guessing it's going to be that because there's a B there already. It's not going to be that because I can't see any C in the chord progression so far. And I'm just going to take that up an octave. Yep, that sounds right. This one, I've got up 3, but I'm guessing it's going to be 4 because there's a G sharp next to it. Yep, I'm going to go up 4 again because I can see a D sharp. And this one, I'm not too sure what it's going to be. Perfect, there we go, we've got it. Okay, so at this point, I will start with... Let's start with a manipulator. Okay, so we've got the chords now. We can delete this Serum from there. So all we need is the chords. So the first thing you want to do is duplicate your dry vocal. Now with the other vocal, I'm just going to put a little bit of reverb on this, but I'll send it. Always EQ reverbs, guys. Okay, so with this one, let's go Manipulator, VocalSynth 2, and then Morph. We'll combine all 3. That's how I usually go about it. I don't just usually use 1. I'll combine 2 or 3 at the same time. All right, so with this one, we put a manipulator on the track. Looks like this. Now, you send from here, where it says no output, you want to send it to number 3 with the manipulator on. Boom, underneath it should say manipulator. Yep. Sounds good, right? No, what we need to do is, this is all very MIDI note sensitive. So if we go up an octave, as you can see, it sounds a little bit better now. Now, what I'm a fan of with vocoding, I like to follow vocal melodies in the notes as well. So what we could do is, if we brought let's bring a Serum back. And we'll figure this out again. This is something very typical that I do. I'll start with the chords and then I'll add to them afterwards. So with this, we're going to go solo that and we'll solo this. So I can hear the top note is do, do. So it goes B, G sharp. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're not going to go into the build-up bit. We don't need to do that for today. we can just stick with this. Right, so let's put this back here. Let's see how that sounded. Once I've torn down every wall. There we go. Set that for an octave. Okay, so we can make this sound a little bit better in Manipulator itself by increasing the stereo, giving it a little bit of detune. Alright, let's play it with the original vocal. Once I've torn down every wall. Nice. Now we can do something like we can OTT this guy. We can shape it a little bit more. In fact, OTT is making it a little messy. Now, what I like to do with vocoding stuff, I like to make the layers very tidy. Cut out like the breaths, chop this up. Once I've torn down every wall. Even me that once saw. Let's keep going. What you like me after told you. Sweet. Alright, so there's layer one. Now, how I would beef this up is I would then duplicate these two. And then on this one, we can go for, get rid of Manipulator, and we can go for VocalSynth too. Now, it's the same sort of deal, except this time we go into auto mode and we go MIDI. Press accept, and then here we choose number 5. Okay, then you can either play with this stuff here, like you can turn on like, I don't know. In my opinion, this is sounding too high now, so we're gonna drop it. I might actually drop this into there as well. Once I've torn down every, I've torn down every wall. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then that. Okay. I personally just go through the presets. That one's pretty cool. You can hear it's adding some sort of like body to it now. We can increase the width. We don't want that delay on it though. Nice. Play with the original. Once I've torn down every wall, be the me that. Sweet. Let's go again. Duplicate both of them. This time we're going to go morph. And you want morph sidechain. Get rid of the VocalSynth 2. And then you want it. This time we're actually going to use a synth. So let's go for Serum. Bada bing, bada boom. Put that in there. Now here's where we could probably get a bit more interesting. I'm going to take the top chords for now. I love Serum. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go for something Brighter Days maybe, or yeah, let's have this. Nope. Yeah, it's a bit high actually. Do you know what? Let's put a -12 on it. Maybe. Let's just test it out. So what we're going to do now with the morph is sidechain. We're going to choose that Serum, like so. We actually turn the Serum off now. Listen to this. Now you don't get anything until you start moving this guy about. So like the bottom is, if you go to B, like the B side, it's just synth. If you go to the top, just vocals. So the way to do it is you mix it in the middle. That is absolutely sick. That's why it's my favorite method. It's a lot more solid, I guess. And you can get really creative with it because you can change the synth. That was pretty good. There we go. There we go. Okay. You can hear that one's definitely like the main layer. I'm gonna put that at the top. Mix it with the vocal. So now let's create a vocoder group, and here's where we'll mix it in. Let's do some gentle OTT. This one tends to bleed a little bit. You can hear the synth still going, so easy way to get rid of that is just to put a gate on it. So we can just go down with it. Have a bit of release. There we go. Cool. Put the noise at infinity. Sweet. All right, mix this in. Let's do some EQ stuff. Once I've torn down every wall, be the me that knows. Now you could actually, I've done this on a track before where you can make it really, really thick. So I'm going to remove this here, so that we'll leave this open. And then what we could do is create like a bass layer. So for this one, we could get rid of all the notes apart from the bass notes. And then we could go into Serum and like choose like a bass preset or something. Once I've torn down every there we go. Once I've torn down every. And all we need to do then is EQ that one a little bit because it's a bit gritty on the top. Once I've torn down every wall, be the me that no one saw. Sweet. Let's mix it into the track.
If I showed you my thoughts.
Okay, so that bass one's a little bit too much. It's really, I would do this for more a section where you want the vocal and the vocoder to stand more alone, not in like a full mix. For example, in this section. Because it was just the vocal and the vocoder. Like the vocoder was providing all the chord progression. There was nothing else in there apart from like one atmosphere layer. So for that, I went to hand with the vocoders. I did like a bass layer. I did like a layer that was almost like a sub layer, but with vocoder. So it followed the vocal pattern rather than just being a straight sub. So for this instance, I'm actually going to remove the low one and mix it in.
If I showed you my thoughts, once I've torn down every wall, showed you.
Perfect. That's just what I wanted to show you. So I'm like, is it there? You know, I can hear it a little bit, but like, is it present enough? And then you take it away and you've lost a ton of like body and emotion.
Showed you my thoughts, once I've torn down every wall, be the me that no one saw.
So that's like a perfect way to use it. That's the way I did use it in the track. Like if I grab the, after all, acapella.
Be the me that, and if I showed you my,
Which sounds pretty identical to.
and if I showed you my thoughts.
Pretty bang on. But the thing is, a lot of people might not have even heard a vocoder in the actual track. But you can see when you take it away, you lose so much body and emotion from the vocal. It's such a good technique to get that in there without overdoing it and taking away attention from the vocal. So that is the way that I vocode. I could have done it using the Ableton stock, but it's not, in my opinion, as good. And I'd rather take these videos to show you actual plugins that I use rather than ways of going around it that aren't going to be very beneficial for you in the long run. Now, if you found some value from this video, I would appreciate it if you could give me a like and subscribe. It'll just help the channel to grow and reach more and more producers just like yourself. If you want to take your learning a step further, please feel free to join the Academy, where you can download this project and many more so that you can follow along with the videos. Oh, and I'm also dropping my debut course, EDM Exploration, starting in May. It's going to be like one lesson a month, but it's going to be a full course of me starting a song from scratch all the way to release the market in the song, which I haven't really seen done before. This track is going to be a fully released Culture Code track, so I'm going to spare no expense in showing you the exact way that a track would be made and released so that it can give you as much value as possible. So if you join today, the price is $9.99 a month, but when I drop the course, because of the increased value, the price will be going up. But if you join today, the price will stay locked. Peace.